So, as I was creating the show, I didn't really know what the show was going to be about. So I decided to interview myself to learn more about the show. And I learned a lot about the show and myself. And here's the video. I want to just thank you so much for coming to the interview. I'm really excited to learn more about you and your show. So, yeah, why don't we just start by stating your full name?
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. You should, if you're a senior journalism major, you should definitely have done your research, but my full name is Blake Robert Mays.
And what is your birthday?
March 31st, 1994.
Okay. And what's your mother's maiden name?
SAP, okay.
And your social security number?
Oh, you were trying to steal my identity. No.
You got me. Who are your comedic inspirations?
I gotta say, Aziz Ansari, Jerry Seinfeld, Tina Fey. I also really like Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman. They're really good friends, and their hair is just hilarious. I think that's funny. I could never do that, but really funny. And Mayor Rob Ford, his comedic stuff is just amazing.
And who would you say your biblical character crush is?
Ruth. It would be awesome to be Jesus' great, however many greats you gotta say, grandfather. That'd be pretty cool.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Oh man, probably the show, honestly.
Okay. So why are you doing this show then?
Great question. Honestly, this is kind of a dream, and I think it's gonna be really fun to expose the world to my brand of comedy, as weird as it might be sometimes. So I'm really excited, and I've put a lot of thought and work into the show.
What's the show gonna be like?
It's gonna be funny, obviously, but I think it'll combine a lot of the traditional late night stuff with just a lot of weird, funny stuff that I'll be doing. So it'll be great, I think.
Who from history would you compare yourself to?
That's a good question. I can convince almost anyone to do almost anything. So I would compare myself to almost any cult leader.
That's pretty, okay. What's the funniest thing you've ever seen?
So last year, I lived on the 5th floor, and a squirrel climbed all the way up the brick wall to the 5th floor on my window, and I looked out of my window, and it was nuts. It was hilarious. So that would probably be the funniest thing.
Yeah, okay. Not really what I was looking for. What's the funniest thing you've ever done?
Went on a date once. Didn't pay, it didn't work out.
Okay. Who would you say is your celebrity crush?
Oh, that's a really good question. There's a lot of beautiful women out there, I gotta say.
Right.
My celebrity crush is, she's a woman, obviously. And, she's a lot more than a woman. She's the Chancellor of Germany. I just really like women in power. So yeah, I'll say that.
And who would you want to be your celebrity dad?
Ooh, that's a great one. Mr. T. I just really feel like he could teach me how to wear a chain.
That's great. That's great. If you had the choice to never wear shoes in your life again, would you take it?
No.
Would you rather trade places with Justin Bieber or a rock?
Well, rocks have a long career arc, you could say, so I will definitely take the rock.
All right, yeah. Who's your worst teacher, or what was the worst job you ever had?
It's a good question. Well, one time I taught my mom made me teach my brother how to drive a stick, and I am not very good at it either, so. Yep, that was bad, and I am a bad teacher, so yeah.
And one last question, and then you're out of here, luckily. What would you say your guilty pleasure is?
Well, I mentioned Justin Bieber earlier, so I'll go back to the Well of the Biebs. I believe in the Biebs, kind of. I really like his Believe album. Not into the earlier stuff, but the Believe album was really good, and I love listening to that album. It's kind of weird, though. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming in, and yeah, look forward to seeing your show, April 11th, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Thanks so much. See you there. All right.
Wow, okay. All right. That video was done by the wonderful, where are you? There you are, Lindsay.